And then I watched The Bubble the other day, which is a new Netflix movie. Came out
April 1st, yeah.
April Fool's. Pretty on the nose because, it's a jokey movie or it's supposed to be funny, but which is weird because it's a Judd Apatow movie and it wasn't that funny.
Was it more dramatic or is it just the jokes
it's
didn't
just
land?
It's just not very funny. It's very strange because it doesn't look like his other movies. It doesn't. It just doesn't feel like it. He has some of the same actors. His wife is in it. His daughter's in it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it has a good cast. Keegan-Michael Key's in it. Pedro Pascal's in it. Karen Gillan. She's Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy, if you don't know.
Ruby Roundhouse from Jumanji, also featuring The Rock. That's the theme? No, I'm kidding.
Yes, the Rock is always the theme.
Everything featuring
He's in
The
everything.
Rock.
Dude, that's one thing I will say is that guy, like, if I ever met him, I just want to know what he's being fueled by. And I like how he just keeps that drive, because it's apparently all about drive and all about power. But seriously, like I was just commenting earlier.
I was waiting for that joke.
Thank you, thank you.
Great.
I'll be here all.
That's funnier than the bubble.
Night. Oh, damn, bone saw. I would really would want to know, just like, that guy just hustles, man. Like, he has so many projects either spinning, like he's probably like filming his little bits on Young Rock while, like, okay, now I gotta go to this other studio and film Black Adam, and at the other time we're doing this other thing. Like,
No,
I mean, it's
done.
It's done
I've
already.
been doing it for 10 years.
But while he's doing these other appearances and these other shows and these other movies, it's nuts. Like,
having time to work out.
Yeah, and having time.
No, he does that at 4 a.m. So.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that. I don't, like, the earliest I'll wake up to work out is like at 7 a.m. I'm like, call me lazy, but I don't know, man. Like,
I won't.
I need the sleep. Like, the sleep is good for you recovery style. Like, you need it. But yeah, that's kind of disappointing to hear. I kind of thought it'd be funnier.
There were some funny moments, but nothing really laugh out loud like you usually get from his movies. 40-Year-Old Virgin, for me, is an instant classic, and that movie has tons of laugh out loud moments.
It really does. Do you like to do it yourself?
Even This Is 40, which is one of his not as funny movies, I still found it funnier than The Bubble. And supposedly they're making a This Is 50. So that'll be interesting.
And then Paul Rudd just looks the same.
Yeah. This Is 50, he still looks like he's 25.
Oh man. So it's funny because we're on a podcast, but I'll shamelessly plug Conan O'Brien's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So Paul Rudd has a running joke. Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. But Paul Rudd has a running joke where every time he appears on the Conan O'Brien show, or if he does an appearance on anything he does, he always finds a way to work in this one scene from this really awful like E.T. knockoff called Mac and Me. And just look up Paul Rudd Mac and Me, and you'll have like a 13-minute supercut.
You'll probably see a compilation of all the times that he's done it on Conan O'Brien's show.
It's a testament to Paul Rudd's acting ability, where even on a podcast, he's saying, oh, we did this podcast short story, and it's a really cool kind of like thriller crime drama, and he's describing everything going in to setting up this bit. He's completely bought in, talking about these people's performances and vocal stuff and the story, how engaging it is and how thrilling it is and how many episodes going through, and it's a concise story, but it's so thrilling and engaging. And they hit play and it's just the audio file from that damn clip. And then Conan's like, what are you doing? Like, completely
he
caught
switched
off guard.
mediums and he's still getting him with
Exactly. He's like, this is a podcast, who's gonna know that? He's like, oh, they'll know. Like, it's so good.
Don't know. It's the scene with the kid in the wheelchair, falling down a mountain,
and then Mac just going, all right, like, I don't even know. Like, why is he like? You guys gotta watch it. Just, it's so dumb, but it's amazing. Oh man. But hopefully, like, This Is 50 can, excuse me, try to capture a bit of that magic.
Yeah, but The Bubble is what it sounds like. It's a movie about people trying to make a movie during the pandemic, and so a lot of the beginning of the movie is pandemic jokes for like the first 20 or 30 minutes, and then it's still there throughout the movie, but it's just like, all right, I get it, Yeah. Oh, wear masks. Okay, we gotta social distance, and yeah. Oh, we all have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So it's like we all just went through that, and it's like it's not even that funny. So it's like on paper it might have been semi funny, but it just wasn't very funny. There were some moments I laughed a little bit at, but nothing nowhere near as much as his older movies. So yeah, it was pretty disappointing.
Yeah, I think it's like indicative of trying to figure out how people made movies, or at least to give an idea of how people make movies during this day and age of, there's still COVID going around. But I think some other mediums, I think, have done what I would feel is kind of like the smart move. I think right now it's a little like too soon to really harp on it. And if you're trying to tell a story in, a setting, world, universe, whatever, that doesn't have a raging pandemic going on, I think that's does the initial thing of, hey, here's my medium for escapism. Like, that's cool. Like, why not? Obviously you can have other real world issues that'll go through, and that's what, film is as an art, to be able to do all that. But yeah, I think like with the trying to just be really, really, really jokey about it at a certain point, it's like, okay, I think we already made those jokes, so just putting it up again and again, can see that it can be a little, too on the nose, or
Yep.
beating a dead horse by it. All right, we get it.
It's just very weird because the cast is stacked. David Duchovny's in it.
What?
Yeah. Peter Serafinowicz is in it. There's
That's
a lot
Danny's
of people.
boy.
Did I say Pedro Pascal?
You said
Okay,
Pedro
he's in
Pascal.
It
That's
is a
my
stacked
boy.
cast.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people. Like, so you see, oh, I know them. I know them. Oh, it might be good.
Strong, yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, a lot of it. Again,
Fred Armisen.
Oh man, see,
Mi scusi.
that's Deborah
movie's
bought
better.
5,000.
Euro Trip is better.
Euro Trip is better,
Mhm.
but he didn't direct that. But
No, but he's in it.
he's in it. It's still better. I mean, Scotty
still
still
doesn't
doesn't
know.
know
Yeah.
exactly.
He doesn't know. It's crazy. But yeah, so I don't really recommend The Bubble. I mean, you can still watch it if you want, but I don't recommend it. It's not one of his best outings.
Fair enough. All right.